At last, the long-awaited judge tutorial. In this video, I'll be showing you guys how to use the judge on Bind just like I do on my Twitch streams, twitch.tv/Dasnerth. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And if we get a lot of support on this video, I might even do another map. Enjoy. This video will be separated into multiple parts. There's going to be a defense side where I show you where I like to put my tripwires and sit with the judge. Then I will be showing you the offense side where I'd like to double cage and entry / bait my teammates. And then lastly, I will be showing you clips of these in action. Overall, some just general tips for offense. Just all you need to make sure is just baiting your team. I know it seems a little bit ratty, but it's what you're gonna have to do. And if you want to entry like I do, make sure you have your cages. You never want to pre-place your cages on defense or offense, so you can use them whenever you need them the most. Now, if you're going to be attacking B, there's a couple ways you can execute this. One, you can run like this, backwards for anti-flash or forward if you know they're gonna swing, and just go like this and clear with the judge. Once you clear this far, you can get some info with your team or your camera, and then you can take hookah. Now, once your team has smokes, throw your cages right here and pop them. This means you can get really close to the judge, as this will be smoked off as well like this, which allows you to get on site and get some easy judge kills like this. As a judge player, you tend to not really go towards the long hallways as much, such as here. So what you really want to do is either just camera like so and get some info, or even just ricochet a cage off the wall and then use the space like this to get up. Now once you're here, you can just jiggle, get some info, and if you really want to go out and you still have a cage, this is where the double cage technique would come in, like so. Pop these cages, and then you get some free space and maybe get 1 or 2 kills. Lastly, you're never really in showers when you're playing with a judge, but if you somehow get here and you have your util, just get some info, and then the double cage, you want to most likely go towards here, because you get a little bit of protection, and then you can figure out what to do next. Before we get into offense, one main thing you need to understand is how to double cage or smoke. This is very important when using the judge, so you can take positioning. You'll learn over time, but what you need to do is have your cages perfectly apart so that when you pop both the cages, you have a minimum space in between the two. This eliminates you from getting shot, and you can go for some easy judge positioning kills. The A site is pretty straightforward. Most teams have a Sova or drone, but if you don't, just jiggle like so. Once you get a little bit of info, the double cage technique, this is what I tend to do mostly in my streams, is I pop both of these, get the perfect little double cage, and then you can get some kills like so. The other team will not really expect you if you do this, so this is probably one of your best plays. It's really weird. When it comes to using tripwires, there are 3 different ways you can do it. You can go for informational, you can go for aggro, or you can go for a little bit of a site mix. I'm going to show you all 3. For the A site, there aren't as many places to hide like B site, which is why Cyphers prefer to play on B, but some of my best judge spots would be right here, and either waiting for a swing, right here, and maybe playing a little bit more aggro, or even holding in here. And the best part about sitting in here is that you want to sit right on this little lineup, like here, because the reason here is it's a little bit of an off angle when you swing, and it's not as predictable, and you can pretty much get a nice little wall bang, as this is wall bangable right here. If you are playing against a Brimstone or an Omen, they tend to put smokes here as well, which means if you'd like to just swing out here, sometimes you can just ping the bomb on your minimap like this, and just spam through smoke. And spamming through smoke here is really good because a lot of people like to flood towards site, and it's just free kills. If you are playing the A site and you want to play more of like a retake / information, the tripwires I like to do is close right here, and this one shower. This gives you the most time to play back site, and if they hit your tripwires, you can prepare with the judge like right here, or even just sit and use so you don't get surprise attacked. The best tripwires if you want to play aggro would be putting this diagonal one like so, and putting this other one for U-Haul. And the reason you do this is that if you start on A with the judge on round 1, and they start pushing you, you can sit here, and if you know they're scaling U-Haul, you can sit right here, and once they hit this tripwire, you can just spam like this and wide swing and go back. They're going to realize not to swing into U-Haul anymore, and then they're going to attempt to plant the bomb. And then here you go, you just sit here. There's already a smoke, but if not, you just throw a cage down. They're going to hit this tripwire right here when they go to plant, and boom, that's 2 free kills just like that. Some general tips you should have for defense is identify whether you need to play aggro or you need to play retake / with the team. You only want to play aggro if you know that the Raze / Sova / informational util characters are not clearing you. For example, if you're sitting close long and they don't tend to drone up or dog up, you should be playing close because you can punish them for that. Once they spam util just to clear you, play back so that you can let them waste util, so when they finally hit the site, you can get some free kills. If you want to have a little bit of a mix so that you and your teammates can both use your tripwires, some tripwires I like to do is this one right here, and also this one right here. And these trips are good because it gives them a little bit more space, but it's harder for them to even just break it with util off the bat because people tend to like raise satchel this or even shock dart it. So here you can surprise them a little bit. Alongside, you can play pretty much anywhere with these tripwires, like this, and cage maybe, and just surprise them. And these trips are just give you the most amount of space to work with the judge. For B, if you want to get a little bit aggro off the bat, what you can do is with the walls up, you place your first trip right here, and right when the walls fall, put your trip deep, like so. This trip has the pros and cons of being able to get the information early, but they can be broken fairly easy by util or guns. If you're going to be playing with the judge on site and you want to play a little bit more aggro, your best tripwires are going to be right here and right here. Most people tend to run into these and they get stunned, and you can use this to just swing and just shoot them. Lastly, there's sight. Now, there's a couple places you can sit. Sometimes I like to sit here if I have a brimstone that's able to smoke this so that they don't wide swing out. But the best place I like to sit is right here, because you can swing left and swing right, and you mainly want to aim on this side because it's a less of a chance for people to swing on this side. You can also sit here and then use the double cage technique where you go out like this and get some free kills. When you are sitting long, there are only two main spots you can sit. You can immediately cross to sit right here with the judge, or you can sit right here and wait for a peek. The difference is, if you have a teammate baiting for you, they need to break the util deep if they're sitting right here, versus if you want to sit right here, your teammate needs to sit on site and break util, so that you can either wait for them to swing, or you can swing like this in one tap. For the B bomb site, there's 3 places you can either hold: hookah, long, or on site. Let's go over each of them. In hookah, there's 3 spots you can sit. You can either sit on this box right here, sit right here, or sit right here. And the main difference between these 3 is how much util the enemy team has. For example, if they're boombotting and sova droning, your best bet is to play here or to even run back here, only because you will die to util. If they aren't boombotting and they're just dry swinging with flashes, it's better to sit up here. And if you have a teammate breaking util, your best shot is to sit right here. That's it for the video. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to get even better with the judge, check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/Dasnerth, as I'm live every single day in the evenings. Peace out.
Maybe shower, maybe flame.
Say less.
One enemy remaining.
Come on.